either. 9:29, a little bit of change on this first day of October. All I know is that last year I got a phone call from Dan Brannon, and he goes, I have never seen this many people in one place in East Alton, and that was during the Food Truck Festival. What a turnout you guys had last year.
Amazing. It was a great turnout for our first one.
Mayor, Robin, how are you doing today?
Doing good.
Good.
So we're going to do this all over. Repetition's your friend. Do it again, and here we go.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Coming up on Sunday from 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. You guys have a ton of things happening at this. Fill me in.
Well, I tell you what, we have started out with last year, like Darren, he wanted to do this, and he can talk a little bit more about that. But we had the food trucks and a few things for our kids, but we knew this year we wanted to take that park and fill it from one end to the other, and that's when we came up with the cruise in and the cornhole tournament, and then add a little bit more to our kids zone.
I love it. And Mayor, Robin and I did talk about this last year, knew that this was something that you were looking to do. What were the reasons for it and just providing those opportunities?
Since I took office, I wanted to do as many things as I could for free, for people, for kids, for adults. Well, we've got kids going pretty well. We do a lot of things for them. So I wanted to do something for that adult group, the older group. So the Food Truck Festival was the thing that I thought of. I thought a Van Pretter Park would be no better place than that. So we put it together last year with just that. Well, then we decided, since it was such a good turnout last year, we wanted to do it again this year, but add something. So then we added the cornhole tournament, which our son plays. So that kind of was a niche to get in there. And then the car cruising, we have some guys within the village that has those muscle type cars and those antique cars. So they kind of gave us a hint on it. So we did doing that. And then, of course, we added a few more things for the kids. Besides the bounce house, there's some foamsies and face painting and things like that. So this one kind of more is a whole family type festival thing. And it will be from one end of the park to the other. So I'm really excited about it. I'm really see what kind of turnout we have.
So for the folks that want to go to the donut shop that day, I would take a different route because there's going to be a lot of traffic in East Alton on Sunday. I love this, though, because, these events used to be only meant for, bigger cities. 10 years ago, even, Alton didn't start their food truck festival for a long time, and neither did Edwardsville and all these places. That was like a St. Louis thing. But when East Alton has all these commodities and all these different interests that are good at what they do, that have wonderful cuisines, but also have wonderful vending opportunities too, you can do just as much as those bigger cities can. It just put maybe a little bit more time, and this shows it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we need help from the community and from our staffs that's on site and stuff, and we get that, and everybody's excited about it, and everybody thinks it's a neat and fun deal. So we're really, really looking forward to this Sunday. I mean, I'm excited about it. Looking at the people that's going to be there, it looks like it's more than even last year if they show up. So we're really excited.
I'm trying to count. Are we at 12?
I think we're pretty much at 12 right now, yes.
Man, that's wonderful.
It's wonderful. Yes. And we tried to keep a certain, limit to where we're at. So we actually had a little bit of a waiting list. And so if somebody couldn't do it, we were able to bump the next one in. So that worked out really good. Yeah. And so between doing that and then, again, like Darren said, what I really like about the cruise in is they're going to receive the dash plaque. They all get one of them. And there's also going to be 3 choice plaques, which is going to be a mayor's choice, fire chief choice, and a police chief choice.
Well, and what I think's really cool too is just following up on the administration side of things, and not only that, but hitting on your part too, Mayor, with the staff and the Park and Recreation Department, all those folks. I mean, you guys, and we've talked about this, Robin, as a smaller town, you have to work 10 times harder to get, funding because you don't get the population grants and all that fun stuff.
Exactly.
But whenever you're able to have a day where you're able to let the hair down and just kind of enjoy, I'm sure that's such a morale booster and an invaluable asset to have for your entire team within the village.
Right.
Exactly.
And it gives somebody, and it gives our citizens within East Alton something else to do. So we're not just sitting at home and not doing anything. It gives us something else to do, and you can come out. You got to eat. So you might as well come down here and eat.
That's the shirt. That is the shirt for next year. You gotta eat.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and getting into that too. I mean, I'm sure that when this becomes an event, especially in a year or two, just like your Christmas, events,
Night of Christmas.
It becomes something that people actively look forward to.
Exactly.
Throughout the year.
That is what I love so much about what Darren said. He listens to the people. And I loved it because there were so many people that was like, we really need to be fun to have food truck. Why don't we do it? All right, let's get it going.
Right.
And then the same with, like you said, the night of Christmas. That's going to be one of our big things. That's one thing Darren came in and said, I want to do a big Christmas thing and I want that one to be free to our community. And which now, I mean, we had over 500 people come to that, so.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what's huge because, everyone always talks about, and I've been around the municipal election stuff a little bit, for quite a little bit, a couple of years, and you hear all roads and trash and all of these things, but those community events are so invaluable to just the longevity of the spirit of a town. Because once you lose that, you can put any beautiful road out you want, but if you lose the spirit, you lose the town.
Right, exactly. And I think you nailed that because we do have the spirit with these events that we're coming on. People love coming out. People know the ones. They know the night of Christmas. They know Soapbox. They know back to school. They know kids at the park. They know... now they're going to know the food truck festival, and hopefully after this year they'll know the trunk or treat too.
We're getting into that one after a break, but
so
wanted to touch on the senior side of things.
Yeah.
No community, and I'm not picking on anybody, it's just you guys really go all out for the senior citizen population.
Love our seniors.
And just, wanted to talk about that more because I know it's, a lot of times for East Alton residents, but there's been times that you have offered residents the opportunity to go.
They do not have to be a resident of East Alton.
Is there any of those opportunities coming up? Because there's so many older adults that want something to do that they just don't know or can't find it.
Right. And then we do our once a month. It's the last Wednesday of every month at 8:30. We have our free breakfast, and we only have one more this year, which is October, because we don't do any during the holidays.
Makes sense.
A little bit too much. But our next event coming up is the Halloween luncheon. It is October 17th. It's from 11:30 to 1. If it's $7, if you're an East Alton resident, you get $2 off. So $5 for residents, but that's full lunch, door prizes, gifts, just above and beyond whatever that is. So
Wonderful.
For our seniors, and that is for seniors that are 55 years and older. So that's young seniors.
There's a lot of parents out there that don't want to look at that 55 and older, but just know that that's available for you, okay? Whenever you want to realize it or not,
Exactly.
And wanted to touch on the food truck festival one more time. It's coming up this Sunday, October the 6th, which I can't believe is already Sunday, 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. at Van Pretter Park. But Kids Zone, is that running all day?
That will run all day from the bounce house actually starts at 12, but everything else is 11 o'clock on. We have Foamsy there doing their foaming.
They're cool.
Whatever, yes.
I've had them on before.
I
Good
believe
people.
we have someone that's coming and doing the face painting, tattoo things for the kids. And then, of course, we have the bounce house. And so there's a nice little extra little things going in there on that Kids Zone.
And then music is, you're going to have some music?
Yes, DJ Kirsten Gray. He will be doing actually he'll be doing a little announcements throughout the park, but he'll also be, DJing the whole time during our event.
Wonderful. And then that car show will be going. Is there a set time for that?
From the whole. I want to say it's the whole time.
So
it's a cruise in.
Cruise in and cruise out.
Yeah, so
Nice.
that'll be going the whole time
But the
too
first
as well.
75 cars get the dash plaque. So if you don't get there early, you may not get the dash plaque nor the 3 other choices, because we'll have to do that early too.
Are you guys putting on the car cruise in, or is there another group that
No,
holds that?
we are doing it.
Yeah, it's actually we're doing that one.
That's
Yeah.
another impressive
We have-
feat in itself, because that is so. What I think's cool about this, the cornhole tournament, which is from Score
Yes.
Holio and the Kids Zone. The car cruise alone is a separate event. That takes a lot of work
Yes,
too.
it does.
Those are bigger events that you're putting into one.
And as I said, you got to eat.
Yep.
So as they come in with their car cruise, that they can walk down and grab a sandwich or a taco or whatever they want, and then go back. And so that's why I think it just fits because of our big venue. The park is so big.
Yeah.
We can do that, and it's going to be a great day.
You know, it really is, and I just can't wait for it. If you're just tuning in, the second annual East Alton Fall Festival and Food Truck Festival will be Sunday, October the 6th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. and you're going to want to, or 6 p.m. Sorry, I'm reading two lines at the same time as we're getting ready to take a quick break. But we'll talk more about the Food Truck Festival and the Trunk or Treat that's coming down the pipeline after a quick break. But while I have you, hey, sign up for Sparks Junk Removal because she truly is the best. For 30 plus years, Denise Sparks has been the queen of junk, and for the next 30, she is the queen of junk and trash. She told me, she said, I'm gonna take on the big guy, CJ. I said, why? She goes, because no one's happy with their trash service that I'm talking to. She did, and man, those purple and yellow trash cans are mating like bunny rabbits. They're popping all up the 618, and she can help you too. There's a select area of areas they do service due to some of the municipality things. So if you're in Alton and others, that you might have to ask some more questions. But if you're in Godfrey, Grafton, or other areas, you can sign up today by calling 618-433-1128 or going to sparksjunkremoval.net.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues,
Ready?
future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I almost read my email to you guys. I always look over to the computer for time, and I had my email up, and I was getting ready to say, well, I have you both, one additional topic, but 9:43, getting back to the Village of East Alton. We got Robin and Mayor Carlton in studio. Trunk or Treat coming down the pipeline?
Yes.
Now, the 17th, is that a weekend?
It's Thursday evening.
That's even better. See, you guys are already smart into the party here because everyone tries to do these on weekends, and every event in the world happens in October on a Saturday. You know, So to have a Thursday where you're able to come out and have this experience in a safe way, it's really cool that the village is putting that on.
Yeah.
Our Park and Rec Superintendent Gabby Parker Stalkup, she's fairly new, has been about 6 months.
We just met Gabby.
Yeah, you met Gabby.
Yeah.
She's actually the one that had this idea, so we said, well, let's do it. And we was thinking about dates and stuff, and we thought of Friday night. Well, in October, what's big on Friday nights?
Football.
High school football, so we said no. So Thursday night was the hit, and How many cars do we have?
I'm not sure. I know we've got them starting to fill up. I can tell you that.
So we have a lot. We have, I think,
a lot of the
2 of our vehicles. Some of our village trustees are teaming up, so we're going to have at least, I think, 2 from them.
We have a lot of village employees.
And then village
doing
employees,
this.
some public works. My public works director, him and his wife, are putting in. I think. I don't know if the fire department's putting one in. They've talked about it, but yeah, we got a lot of cars coming in, it'll be fun again. It's for the kids.
Yeah,
so.
And they have some of these have really went out on their runs, and I'm not allowed to say what they are because I'm in secrecy. But boy, I mean, these are just going to be so much fun.
Really cool. Well, can the public bring a trunk, or are you guys just going to be the ones that have your vehicles set out?
No, if anybody,
oh, really cool.
If any organization, we have a business, any of the other businesses that are interested, or any individuals, it just says all they got to do is call the Parks and Rec and sign up on the list and get you put on so we know who you are.
Incredible. Yeah. That's really cool. And now, is there a age limit?
I thought she had on 13 and under.
Sorry, if I read correctly, I could see that in the first line of the flyer.
but that's we have our school districts right there, or 8th grade down right there in East Alton, and that's about what our age group is. And I love the fact that any of the kids would be able to be a part of that.
Absolutely. Now, is there any costume that's off limits on this?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Yeah, exactly.
Have fun.
Well, and see,
we're going to find out.
Next year there may be some.
So this is the first year, so you can get experimental with this a little bit. You know? I think I got another interview coming down the pipeline I'm not aware of. Okay. So with that being said, getting back into this, I love the fact that you let your staff kind of get creative. That's cool.
Yeah.
Someone has an idea, and you're willing to, kind of let them get creative, use their own thoughts, and put this on. That's a wonderful treat, really.
Well, it's basically what you said earlier when we talked about the food truck. We're such a small community. We got to get people involved, and our staff, employees, really get involved. And when they see the trustees doing it, then they'll get excited about doing it, and then we'll get other people there. It's just a good, close community. We all love the town that we live in, grow up in, or whatever, and
we have a great team of people.
Yeah, well, and you just hit it right on. I always say that the whole love with where you live thing is so true, and you can't just love what you want to love. Love it all.
No, that's
love
exactly right.
And to be a part of those things and see this in action, right. And I think it really, when you go to those events too, and even if you don't have family, go to the food truck festival, and just pick your head up and see your community there enjoying the moment and not worrying about who's voting and what election and what their neighbors are doing. It's just enjoying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's
exactly.
That's why I love that you guys are doing this. So getting into the trunk or treat, folks, if you're 13 and under, now parental supervision.
Yes.
Yeah, we would like
for that. It would be nice for that.
We're also in a neighborhood, so I know there's going to be kids that'll come on.
Well, in that way, too, be a part of it with your kiddos if they're a little bit younger, and spend the event with them. But join them for a night of tricks and treats, come in your costume, or just be a part of it, too. If you don't have a costume, you can still go out and be a part of the celebration, which I find really cool.
Right.
Exactly.
So that comes down the pipeline October the 17th. That is a Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. at Kiesler Complex, 615 3rd Street in East Alton. But coming up this Sunday is the 2nd annual East Alton Fall Festival and Food Truck Festival all in one. This is going to be cool. So let's go back over this event and overview it for us. Mayor Robert, wherever you want to take off, give us the elevator pitch. Give us the overview of this great event.
Started last year, was our first one. It was exciting, had probably pretty close to 500 people. I mean, they just kept coming in. It's really hard to get a good count on a number like that when people come in and go out. But there was a lot of people there. So this year we wanted to do some more things so people could have other things to do other than just get a sandwich or whatever. So then we got the cornhole tournament. We've got the kids zone. We got the car cruising, which we're also excited about.
Yeah.
If you've never been to a car show or a car cruising, looking at some of these cars are pretty impressive. There's people that really go out of their way to keep their cars nice and clean and upkept. And we was just at one at Highland over the weekend. It was really nice. So
for my generation, cars are supposed to look different. They are not supposed. I get it. You're gonna get your mind blown at these things.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. So, and then it's just going to be an exciting day, and it's you don't have to spend all day there. Come and get something to eat, and if you got kids, let them enjoy, and then
have some fun.
Just have some fun, yeah.
I do know this, that last year, some of the businesses ran out of food and had to go get food. And I do know that the tropical snow, they ran out 2 times, and they ended up by the end selling over 500 of those lemon shake ups.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
we anticipate this being even more this year.
I just think this is wonderful. This is really cool. Before I let you go, anything else exciting happening in the village that you want to share with us?
Just upcoming events. After this one, of course, Robin has her senior stuff because she'll have Thanksgiving and Christmas, but then we got our big 4th annual Night of Christmas, first Saturday in December, and we are really, really excited about that. That has been a thing that I wanted to do the minute I took office, and we've done it every year, and this will be the 4th year, and it's exciting, and I'm very proud of my wife who put together that whole Santa house and built it and everything. So
it's incredible.
It'll be a fun event.
Well, thank you guys both for stopping by. We'll talk about that as we get closer and closer. We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com at 9:50. Our daily show keeps. I think I scared those guys off. I didn't know if they were doing an interview with me or what. Because sometimes, you get into the, when you're working and you just start saying, yeah, that sounds great. And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, what happened down here? I don't know, but they ran off. We'll find out after this, I guess.